What's going on, guys? This is Mark checking back at market close. It's now 4:19 on Monday, July 7th. So we've just closed the American markets. Um, Over here in Toronto. So what I wanted to show you was basically why we use technical analysis and why we let the candles close and let the patterns play out and why we follow the price action. Because if you watched my previous video on Apple, which is the Apple technical analysis on here, you'll see here that I was saying that we're looking pretty bearish in the short term because you see here once it broke down past the 95.5s, tested it once, couldn't break through it, came down in, and then every little pop that you see here was just met with sellers. So every pop with sellers, every pop with sellers. It had several down candles. So several what was that, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 minutes it had been downtrending. So the short term trend you can see here was bearish, and I said, well, watch here. I put the some support at 94.50, but you can see here this candle was around 94.77 into 94.5, 94.78 when I was calling it, saying that it might have a little bit of a bounce, and I said here. And then you see the breakdown here, small breakdown. Now we might see a small bounce coming here. So again, we've got the 95 level as support here. So we'll see what happens. If it can close above this, they might be coming back up. Short-term trend looks like every pop so far has been followed with some red. So we'll see what happens here. Okay, so that was basically what I said. So that's coming into this candle here. You can see the next candle close like this. So what I want you guys to notice here is what this means. So once these candles closed, okay, if you look at this, the low here is 94.76 and the next low is 94.76. What's the open here is 94.90. Close is 94.90 on this one. Close on this one is 94.78. Open here is 94.78. So this is a perfect tweezer bottom. On 94.76 here. So what this means here is you've got the price line, and you can see this low here was 94.76 as well. So this is a key level of support in this area that we want to draw. And as you can see, as we pop it out here, I'm going to extend this drawing over here to show you kind of what the thought process was. So once it stopped here, this is a perfect tweezer bottom. So this is something that you want to see on support because this is a reversal pattern here. Basically, the open here is 94.90 and the close on the next green candle has to be 94.90. As you can see here, it was, as the close on this candle here was 94.78 and the open on the green candle was 94.78. The lows were matching at 94.76 and the highs were matching at 94.90s. Okay, so once it came into here, you can tell that this is a reversal might take place. Okay, this is what this means here. So you can see it set a top in here and it couldn't break past this level. The next candle here broke it, but it couldn't close over. So we can set a top here. So you can see price action started trading here, made lower highs, or sorry, higher lows. So down in here, made a higher low, made a higher low, made a higher low. Okay, and then you can see here broke out of this price channel. with some nice higher lows, coming into resistance, nice breakout. And then if we zoom on out for today, look how this thing ripped. Absolutely ripped. Here, you can see we put in the top there, and then we had a nice bottom here, which we had earlier. So these are just extended lines. That's all it is. It's just extended lines of previous structure in the day, and that's how simple it is to trade these channels. You can see here, broke out, came back in, so this channel still remains intact, stayed in here again, tested the support but didn't close under it, came back to the top, rejected it, and finally broke through here, and then just absolutely ripped. And you can see here we closed the market at 4 p.m. on the highs. What was the high today? 4 p.m. High was 96.05, and we closed at 96.04. So we closed near the highs today. And you can see here after hours still trending up, Apple. So looking into tomorrow, we might see first 15 minutes. We might see a pullback, just profit takers before next leg up. It all depends on what the consolidation shows, if there's any consolidation. Zooming out into the 1 day, you can see that there was a nice breakout out of the channel today on Apple. Oops, I want to go all the way here. There we are. So we've got new highs here. So I think we're headed towards this $100 in the next couple of weeks. Now that this high has been broken, or the resistance has been broken. So watch for a move up. I'd say the next target is $97, or sorry, $96.50. But I think overall we might be headed towards the $100 mark.